Hello everyone. I'm so excited to share this Intro to Essential Oils class today with you. As you can see here, we're just going to make essential oils easy and simple and just make it easy for you to understand and learn. So some of you might be here because you're getting a refresher course. Maybe you already have essential oils, or maybe you've been using essential oils but not doTERRA brand. Some of you this may be your first class with essential oils, and so to all of you, I welcome, and I hope that you can learn something today. All right, so the goal of this class today is to empower you. We're going to learn about 3 cool things about oils. We're going to learn 3 ways to use the oils, and then we're also going to learn about how to get the oils in your home. I just want to start real quick with kind of sharing my story with how I got introduced to essential oils. So I've been using doTERRA oils for about 8 years now. At the end of the month, it'll be 8 years. But my exposure to essential oils started way before that. When I was a child, my mom used Melaleuca oil a lot in our home for various things, and I remembered some of the things that it helped us with. Then fast forward to being a young mom, and I had someone sample doTERRA Breathe and doTERRA Lavender for us. He sampled lavender because I was having a hard time falling asleep, and so he had me sample that, and it worked amazing for me. I remember being able to fall asleep so much easier when I was using it. And then he also sampled Breathe oil, because my son at the time was having respiratory issues, and he wanted to help provide a little bit of relief and some support for his respiratory system. And again, it worked amazing, and I just was shocked, and I didn't quite understand how they were working, why they worked. And so I kind of didn't really have a lot of time in my brain to think about those things because we were in the middle of moving, and there was lots of reasons, but I filed it back in the back of my brain, and I said, I'm going to come back to that because I'm interested. Fast forward a few more years later, and I was on the search for some good high quality Melaleuca oil for another issue of one of my children. And I was invited to a doTERRA class just like this. And that's when I got started. I just kind of took a deep dive right into using oils, and we've been using them every day throughout our day for the last 8 years. So I'm excited to share some of the reasons why as we go through this class. All right, so as you'll see here, this is doTERRA's Wellness Pyramid, and we really like to base things on supporting the whole person and not just turning to our doctors every time we have a need or an issue. If you're one of those people, it's okay. That's a lot how almost all of us have grown up. That's just what we were taught. But what I want to introduce to you, and maybe have you look at a little bit deeper, is what's in this wellness pyramid. Now, we like to look at the healthcare model of supporting the whole person and using the medical providers and modern medicine as needed for just a little bit of the time, and taking care of things and being proactive with our health to try to prevent things as best as we can. So what you'll learn is that doTERRA oils and our products will solve 80% of your healthcare needs, which leaves modern medicine to take care of the other 80%, or the other 20% as it should be. So if you look at these, there's kind of these squares here, and I want you to rate yourself on where you think in your life you fall on those things. So the basis of our healthcare should be our nutrition, because there are so many important things that our nutrition fuels. It fuels all the different systems in our body, and if we're not getting good, solid, whole food nutrition, then we're going to have a lot of other issues. So eating right is important. And then layered on top of that, each one builds on the previous, is exercise. Daily movement is so important. And it's one thing that I've really learned that I need and I crave every day, even if it's little, just a few minutes. We also try to teach that to our children. We try to get them to go move every day. And then on top of that is getting adequate rest and managing your stress. I think many of us don't realize just how much stress affects us, and it affects so many different body systems as well. And then on top of that is reducing our toxic load. There are so many things that are in our homes and around us in our environment that are creating toxic environments inside our home. But there are things that we can do to limit and reduce that toxic load. You can't always control what's outside of your home, but you can do your best to control what's inside of your home. And then you have informed self-care. And this is where a lot of people enter into using essential oils, is informed self-care. And you realize all the different ways that you can use essential oils. And then as you keep learning, you go deeper and deeper and deeper. And then you have on top proactive medical care. And that's where you form your own healthcare team. You are the captain of your team. And it's up to you to find different team members that will help support you in your health and being proactive in your health and wellness of your family. So that's like, you know, a chiropractor and nutritionist or dietitian and your primary doctor and any other specialists that you might have. But that's the whole team, and they help you with being proactive with your health. All right, so what I want you to do is grab a piece of paper, and I want you to write down your top 3 current health concerns. So maybe you think of it as, I want to feel less of, or you think of it as, I want to feel more of. And I just want you to write those things down. And I'm going to give you a minute to do that. Okay, now that you've done that, if you still need a little time, you can pause this. I just want you to think about your life without those health concerns. What would life look like if you didn't have those health concerns, or if your child did not have those health concerns? All right, so now we're going to dive into 3 cool things about essential oils. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is just how safe they are, and I'll quickly go over what are essential oils. Essential oils are aromatic compounds that come from plants out in nature. And so if you were to look at a magnified picture of a peppermint plant, you would see little tiny oil sacs on it. And have any of you ever rubbed a peppermint or a basil leaf together before you smelled it? Why do you think you did that? Well, you did it so that you could get more smell out of it, and that's the essential oil that you're getting at it. The aromatic compounds inside those tiny little sacs help the plant protect itself, and it helps it thrive. We get the same benefit when we use essential oils, which come from the bark, the leaves, stem, flowers, or roots of plants. So the first cool thing about essential oils is that they're 100% natural, they're safe, they don't have any side effects, they don't have any addictions that come along with it. They're pure and natural. There's nothing added or taken away from these amazing plant extracts as well with our doTERRA oils. And because of their purity, they have profound benefits. This makes them safe for everyone to use. Babies, children, adults, the elderly. So what I love, if you were in an in-person class with me, I would pass around a bottle of peppermint oil, and I would have you put a drop in your hand, and I'd have you rub your hands together and then inhale it. I'd tell you to make sure your eyes are shut. So if you have a sample of that right now, I want you to get it out. If you have a little sample bottle, you might need to tap the bottom to get it out. And then you breathe it in. What's so amazing about peppermint oil is that it's so energizing, and it promotes clear breathing. It cools the body as well. And it's also really great for relieving head tension. One of the ways that I love using peppermint is just the way I just told you, is to just breathe it in your own self diffuser or even on the back of your neck. All right, essential oils are incredibly effective. One example is that they have the capacity to help our bodies combat threats. And you'll kind of see our little diagram here. There's nothing, let's see, they have an amazing way of hanging out on both, sorry, these threats have an amazing way of hanging out on the inside and outside of our cells. Those little blobs in there, the orange one and the pink one, they represent what our bodies deal with on an everyday basis. And one of the greatest gifts that essential oils have is that their molecular size and what they're made up of. They're made up of tons of different chemical compounds, which makes them like super complex, the chemistry of them. What's really awesome is that the essential oils are able to penetrate the cell membrane because they are lipid based, just like our cells are. And so it's able to penetrate the cell and able to combat the threats that threaten us. Another cool thing is that these threats cannot build up resistance to the many different chemicals in our essential oils, which makes them super unique, and another reason why they're super effective. Let's see, one thing that we really like to use on a daily basis is On Guard. And On Guard, it's got a nice cinnamon and clove and wild orange kind of smell. And a lot of people are familiar with doTERRA On Guard because it's our protective blend. Like you see here, it promotes healthy immune function. It's really great for soothing the sore throat. And it's really good cleanser because of just how effective it is on things. All right, our third cool thing about essential oils is that they are super affordable. And oh, I want to go back. One thing that I really wanted to point out is just how potent our essential oils are. It takes an enormous amount of plant matter to make one bottle of essential oil, okay? And as you see in the first little section, they're 50 to 70 times more powerful than their herb, like their dried counterparts. So for an example, it takes 7 pounds of peppermint leaves to make one 15 ml bottle of peppermint oil. And what's cool and what goes back to them being affordable is that they are only pennies per dose, and one dose would be 1 to 2 drops. You don't need more than that just because of how potent they are. You only need a little bit to get the job done. So 1 drop of peppermint oil is about 7 cents, which is super cheap. So let's see. With them being affordable, think about if your child has some discomfort in their ear, what would you do? You would go to the doctor and you'd have to pay a copay, you'd pay gas, you probably have to take time off work if you work. And you have maybe also get a prescription, then you have to go get it, and you know the drill. So instead, in our home, if we have a child with ear discomfort, we will pull out our Melaleuca oil and we'll put a drop on a half of a cotton ball, and we'll massage that oil around the ear bone, and then we tuck that inside their ear. And we have really never had ear discomfort that hasn't been helped by that. Melaleuca is incredibly great at soothing discomfort. It's really great at cleansing. It's really great for the skin as well. So I have to talk compliantly, so you have to kind of read between the lines there, but we use Melaleuca often when we have things that are threatening our bodies. And as you see here, we've actually saved hundreds of dollars in our medical costs over the years because we use our essential oils. We turn to them first, and we'll talk about it later, but if one thing doesn't work, then we turn to another, and then turn to another if we need to, but we usually don't. Another essential oil that's incredibly affordable, well, all of them are, but lavender is about as cheap per drop as peppermint oil, and it's really, really calming for the mind, really calming for the skin. It's actually a natural antihistamine, and you can combine lavender and peppermint oils together to make a really great oil blend for combating seasonal threats. All right, one of the things that goes along with doTERRA and what makes them so unique is their transparency. And if you're researching essential oils and you're trying to figure out which one you want to use for your family, going to the website sourcetoyou.com is a great option. I actually encourage you to pause this and go to it and save it as a bookmark, because what you can do with sourcetoyou.com is you can learn about how we source our oils, the farmers that we work with, the distilleries that we work with, but you can also, there's a code on the bottom of your oils that you can put in to sourcetoyou.com, and you can find out the test results from it. doTERRA tests every single batch of oils that we get to ensure purity and quality throughout the entire process. And we actually test it more rigorously than any other essential oil company in the world. Oh, and another cool thing is that we source our essential oils from where they grow best and where they have the best therapeutic uses, or where the compounds of them grow best, I guess I should say. So over 140 essential oils from more than 45 different countries. All right, let's quickly talk about 3 ways to use essential oils. So the first way is aromatically. You might be familiar with seeing diffusers. They've become really popular all over the place, and it's because diffusing oils is super effective in affecting your mood, cleansing the air, and it's really great at supporting the respiratory system. And this is something that we do in our home on a daily basis. We have one in every room, and we use them all the time. We like to diffuse them by our bedsides. I like to diffuse them in the kitchen as we're going, getting ready for the day. Another way you can just use it aromatically is the way that we talked about before with the peppermint oil. All right, topically. Now, when you're using essential oils topically, it's basically wherever you have the ailment is where you would use it. So it provides localized benefits. One tip that I like to give everyone is just a general rule of thumb is to just dilute it with fractionated coconut oil. If you don't have that, you can use unscented lotion. You can even use jojoba oil or rosehip oil or even olive oil if that's what you have around. And what that does is it helps spread the molecules. I have my hand. It helps spread the molecules around, and it also prevents it from flashing off, and it helps increase absorption. So it just makes it more effective when you use dilution for that. And one thing that you also want to make sure that you dilute for is like young children, because of how potent the oils are, and maybe people with sensitive skin as well. All right, and then the last way is using them internally. And one thing I forgot to remind you is that when we're talking about the oils today, I'm specifically talking about doTERRA oils and not just any other oils. Some of the ways that you use other oils, aromatically, maybe topically, but specifically internally, I'm only teaching about doTERRA oils. You can use them in your water, or you can make drinks with them. You can use them in veggie caps. There's a picture there of the doTERRA veggie caps. Those are just the little empty capsules that you can make your own if you don't want to taste the oils. The doTERRA ones are incredibly cost effective as well. Another way you can take them internally is just under your tongue. And these 3 different ways are just different ways to get them in your system. And if one way doesn't work, then, try a different method of application. One thing to also remember is when you're using essential oils internally, you want to make sure, or when you're using them at all, you want to make sure to either use it in stainless steel or in glass. Don't ever use it in plastic, because the compounds in them can leach the chemicals out of the plastic. So you don't want to add add that to your water. And then also keep in mind with all of these ways, you only need, with topically and internally, you only need 1 to 2 drops. You don't need more than that. If you're putting oils in a diffuser, you can use like 3 to 5 drops, depending on how strong, or if you're making a combination of oils, which I encourage you to try out different scents. You can always do that. All right, some quick safety tips. One thing that is really great to start with is getting a reference guide. Now, there are several different reference guides that people use with doTERRA oils. There's an app, Essential Life app, if you prefer to use it on your phone, or the Essential Life book, which you can get from oillife.com. It's a store, or Modern Essentials book. There's a few different kinds, but they're super helpful to help you feel more empowered with using your oils. They have an A to Z reference guide of what oils there are, an A to Z ailment guide, and it just really helps you understand. There's always usually like some recipes and whatnot in there, so it's really good to have a reference guide. A book and your box of oils make a great team. I'm going to give you a chance to kind of read over these, but I want to make sure that I point out this safety tip. You want to avoid contact with your eyes. Don't put them inside your nose or inside your ears. You'll notice when I talked about using tea tree or melaleuca oil for ear discomfort, is you don't want to put it in the ear because it can damage inside. So you like put a drop on your finger and rub it around and maybe just rub it inside, but you never want to drop it inside. If you ever get some in your eyes, then you'll want to make sure you dilute it with coconut oil or another oil and not with water, because water and oil don't mix. Let's see. Oh, another one that you want to keep in mind is you want to avoid sun exposure for at least 12 hours after you've been applying citrus oils. That's important. Now, I can send this out to you if you're interested in just having these. You can print them out. I have a nice little handout that you can print out, and it's really great to put inside your reference guide or with your oils. All right, I could spend hours going over all the different oils that we have, but time is precious and I want to honor your time. And so I made this little slide that has some of our top 10 oils and some of their many uses. This is just a sprinkling of their uses, but a couple that I haven't talked about yet is our adaptive oil, and this is our calming blend. It's really great for soothing anxious feelings when you're feeling fatigued because of stress or you're irritable, and it's super calming. It's great to diffuse. It also comes in a couple other ways. We have adaptive soft gels to use internally, and then also we have a roller bottle, or you can always make a roller bottle diluted with this one if you get this. Another great essential oil that is really great to have around is our Digestin, and it's pretty obvious. It's our digestive support, helps with indigestion. It can also help with motion sickness. Our Breathe oil, that's the first one of the first oils that I experienced, and it's for all things respiratory support. It's really great to diffuse at night if you have someone that deals with snoring, and it can also help with the restful sleep, so that because it supports a good respiratory system. Copaiba, this one right here on the second column, this oil, it's sourced from South America, and it has a really great, there's a video, if you search Copaiba doTERRA, you'll find a Copaiba versus CBD oil presentation, and it kind of compares the two and presents why Copaiba might be a better choice for you if that's something that you use. But it's really great at supporting so many different body systems: cardiovascular, immune, digestive, nervous system. Some people with anxious feelings like to do Copaiba and adaptive, or one works better for someone than the other. I like to use Copaiba internally as well as topically. You can also diffuse it as well, but you'll want to add something else because it's got a definitely sappy, like really woodsy smell because of how it's sourced. Um, I will just do one more. We'll do lemon oil. Lemon oil, as you can imagine, super refreshing and energizing. It's really also great for cleaning. It's also great cleanser for inside the body. I like to drink my water with lemon, 1 to 2 drops of lemon or grapefruit, or our metabolic blend, Slim and Sassy. But lemon's really great for using internally. It's really great for baking with, but it's also helps do a really helps support your detox systems in your body, and it's great for digestive health. All right, one last thing that I want to make sure that I go over, because this is our #1 product, and some people laugh because it's not even essential oil. But what is so awesome about these supplements, this is your daily supplement. It includes a whole food multivitamin and minerals. It's got your Alpha-CRS, which is your antioxidants, helps with cellular energy and longevity, and it really works like on a deep cellular level. And then your omegas, which has omegas 3, 6, and 9s, which is really great for brain health and immune support. And then it also has essential oils. What's also awesome about our Microplex multivitamin is that it's got a tummy tamer in it. So some people have a hard time with their taking multivitamins because it causes some tummy issues. But many people don't have that issue with doTERRA's supplements because they have a tummy tamer included in there. So that includes something like ginger, and I forgot the other oils, but it helps soothe the stomach. And you can see all the many different benefits that the supplement trio provides. But what's so unique about them is that they are made to fill in the gap that a good wholesome diet still can't provide because of the way our soils are today. And we can't always eat perfect every single day, right? Another thing that's unique is that it's made from whole foods, and there is nothing synthetic in it. So when it comes in your body is able to recognize every single component of it, and it doesn't flush it out like your body will flush out anything that it doesn't recognize. So there are so many vitamins that people take that just gets flushed out because your body doesn't recognize it, or it's not at optimal levels. Something that a lot of people don't know is that in each of the doTERRA markets around the world, our Lifelong Vitality Pack, our supplements, are adjusted depending on their diet for that market. And so the American or the North American supplements will be slightly different than the ones in Asia because they eat a different diet than North Americans. So if you're looking for something to help you have better immune function, better cardiovascular health, better inflammatory response, more energy, then I highly encourage you to give these a try. They have a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. You can send them back empty, and they will give you your money back if you haven't noticed a difference and you're not satisfied with it. All right, so I want to go back and I want you to look at your top 3 health concerns, and I want you to consider what those are, and I want to ask you again, what would life be like if you did not have those health concerns? And I think while you've been listening to this, you might have thought of other people that the essential oils or the supplements might help. And I want you to kind of write those things down. All right, and I love this quote: "The greatest gift you can give your family is a healthy you." And I firmly believe that. All right, let's talk about 3 ways that you can purchase doTERRA. The first way is the most expensive way. It's retail. So this is as if you were just going to the store and you're just buying off the shelf. It is the most expensive way. There's no discounts or anything, and you just buy from my website or the person who shared this with you from their website. And I do have some people that choose to do this, and that's okay. But a better way to do it is through wholesale. And that is because when you have a wholesale account with doTERRA, it's just like a Costco or Sam's, where you get a discount on the products that you purchase. You get 25% every purchase that you make on that wholesale account. Now, there's one last way that is actually wholesale with benefits. And you get the normal wholesale benefits, but you can also participate in our monthly loyalty rewards program where you earn 10 to 30% back on all of your purchases. And this is really unique. There's not a credit card or a store out there that provides this kind of percentage back in product points to purchase more products for free. And so it makes everything even more cheaper when you're able to do that. Now, participating in our loyalty rewards program is not required. You can just have a wholesale account and order as needed. But as people, and maybe as you get used to using the oils, you realize that they become habit. And you start using them more and more, and you need them more. And doTERRA has a lot of items that can help reduce toxic load in your home, that you just replace items you're already buying with higher quality and with less chemicals in them. And so those are the kind of things that you can order on your loyalty rewards program. All right, so when you purchase with me, and if you get a wholesale account, these are some of the things that you can expect from me. I always like to send out a thank you and a welcome packet with a few samples and some helpful information. And then this next one is super important. I like to do a personal consultation with everyone who enrolls with a wholesale account to help you get used to using your oils, maybe relearn some of the things that we glossed over really quick in this intro class, and to help you learn how to make sure you know how to set up a loyalty rewards order if that's what you would like to do, or just how to order when you're ready to. And I also, in that consultation, I like to do like a wellness overview and help you make some goals to better your health. And we can deep dive specifically into your health concerns that you wrote down to begin with. I also have a private education group on Facebook, as well as my Greater team has a new page on the Mighty Networks, a new social media network. It's like Facebook, but without all the noise. It's very specific. You go to what you want and you can see everything that people share to educate you. We also often have community gatherings and giveaways when time permits. And then always I'm here as ongoing support. I also like to plug people into our continuing education classes that you can watch on your own time, just like this one. All right, let's go into some of the intro kits that you can start with. All of these kits include the cost for enrollment for a wholesale customer account. So when you see these costs, you can know that that includes, and this is what gets you started with your wholesale account. So this is a new, as of April of 2021, this is one of our new kits. It's called the Aroma Essentials, and it's great if you want to get started with diffusing in your home. A lot of these oils you can also use the other ways, but this comes with this beautiful diffuser and then all of these amazing blends, some of which are very exclusive, like Northern Escape you cannot buy. Citrus Bloom is only limited time only as well. All of these other ones you can buy separately though. All right, this one is a good, like, dip your toes in the water, start getting used to it. It also comes with a diffuser. These bottles come in 5 mils. Our full size is 15 mil. To give you reference, our 5 mil comes with about 85 drops, and our 15 mil comes with around 250 drops. So you can, when you're only using 1 to 2 drops at a time, you can tell that these last quite a while. This one is great, you know, has oils that you can diffuse. It has things that you can really address a lot of those informed self-care things with your health and with your wellness. This one's a great starter for someone who just wants to dip their toes in the water and just start getting used to using them and slowly create the habit. Speaking of habits, this one is our Healthy Habits Kit. It comes with our Lifeline Vitality Pack, which I talked about. It also comes with our amazing dual capsule probiotic / prebiotic as well as a few of the essential oils, and then it comes with our digestive enzymes as well. And then our Deep Blue Rub, which everyone loves because who doesn't love using Deep Blue Rub for achy joints and muscles, or even head tension. And you can use this on kids too. You just want to make sure you dilute it with some unscented lotion if you were to put it on their legs, if they're having discomfort from growing and whatnot. All right, this is like the other one, but with full-size bottles. And yeah, it comes with all of the same oils, just in full size, and it comes with the petal diffuser. And this one's really great if you're ready to really use them all and get going and maybe dive a little bit deeper. I love all of the oils that come with it. These are a lot of the ones that I use very regularly and consistently. All right, the Healthy Home Kit. This is for someone who's ready to kind of dive into helping replace some of the things that you use in your home, kind of like a ditch and switch kind of thing. It comes with our amazing On Guard hand soap, our On Guard cleaner concentrate, which will fill over 20 glass spray bottles of cleaners. So it lasts me around a year, this one bottle. And you can use it to clean all the things, the bathroom, the kitchen, toys. You can even use it for that. And then it also comes with our toothpaste, our On Guard toothpaste, because a lot of the components in On Guard are really great for oral health. And then it comes with the diffuser and our shampoo and conditioner, which is so great for your hair, but it also smells amazing because it's wild orange and lime, and it's just a wonderful way to start your morning. All right, this is for someone who's ready to take a big step, and they're just really ready to get all the things into one kit. Plus, you also get a few other things that I haven't mentioned yet. But one thing that people really love, and one reason why a lot of people get this, is because of that wooden box. It's a great way to store your oils. I have two of them, one upstairs, one downstairs. And it also comes with a beautiful diffuser, fractionated coconut oil, and a few of the other things that you see here. Our Correct-X is like our cleaner version of Neosporin, and it's super effective. It's got some really amazing powerhouse essential oils in it. Our Breathe Vapor Stick, which you can use for respiratory support. You can put it on the chest or on the feet, put some socks on, let them go to sleep. And then our On Guard beadlets and our On Guard Plus soft gels, which are really great to use. The beadlets are great to use on a daily basis for immune support internally, but the On Guard gels, some people use them daily. A lot of people use them just for when you know you need a little extra support for your immune system. Right, and then this last one is awesome because it is more customizable. This is for someone who wants to just really pinpoint exactly what they want to address right away, and so it allows you to customize it. It comes with these 4 base things, and then you can add 2 or 3 more things, or you can add however much you want. Some suggestions of some add-ons depending on your focus. Maybe you have young children and you want to start with our kids oils line, which are pre-diluted bottles made specifically for children. Like here's an example here. This is the Thinker Blend, and it's really great for focus. I actually really like using it. Our kids oils comes with a cute case and silicone toppers that you can use with the carabiner that it comes with, and then it also comes with some little flashcards that help the children learn how to use them and when to use them. All right, one thing that is one of the benefits of having your own wholesale account is that you can choose to participate in our wellness programs, which are brand new. We have these 5 different kits, and it's a series of 3 months of items specifically addressing the kit that you're with. So with the Relief Kit, it will come with Deep Blue. It comes with the travel size refillable Deep Blue bottle, which you can't get other than in this. And then it also comes with like a massage ball, like a lacrosse ball that I love using for getting deep into the muscles. And then it comes with some other oils and different things 3 months in a row to really help you create habit and address that health concern. And each of these wellness kits, the first month comes with this neoprene case. And then it also comes with instructions on how to use each of the items and why they are great to address your, supporting sleep or mind and mood or immunity and whatnot. So you can participate in those with a wholesale account on the Loyalty Rewards program. And they come every month for 3 months. And they're just really awesome, like subscription kit type thing to help you really. It's basically, it does the work for you, knowing what you need to order if that's something you're concentrating on. All right, that wraps up this part of my class. And I just want to thank you again for coming and taking the time to listen and watch this. And I invite you to text me or email me, however you know how to communicate with me. I invite you to reach out to me and or to the person who shared this with you. And let them know what you are ready to get started with, what kit you want to start with, and just let them know you're ready to dive in. And we can get plugged into our continuing education classes and help you really make the most of your wholesale account with doTERRA, as well as help you address those health concerns and help you create some goals to address those. Now, a little bit ago, I asked you to write down some names of some people that you thought of while you were learning today. And I invite you to, if you're interested, to host a class. You can host an online class, or you can host one in person when we're ready to do that. But as a gift from me to you, I would give you a travel size essential oil case. And then for every person that you invite that shows up, I'll give you a free oil within that case. And these are some examples of some of the oils that I might give you. And it's just a little gift from me to you for hosting and for sharing health and sharing your interest in essential oils with your friends. So if you are interested in receiving this free gift, please reach out to me, and I'd love to get that scheduled so we can get some of your friends together to do that. Now, there are 3 types of people with doTERRA. Some people like to live the wellness lifestyle, and they use the oils, they take the supplements, they replace things in their home. Then there's also people who like to share. They like to share with their friends, and maybe they just want to get their products paid for. And then the third type of person is someone who is interested in earning an income, maybe supplementing or even replacing your income, and really wanting to make an impact in the health and wellness of other people. So why would you want to join doTERRA and do it as sharing or as building a business? Well, these are just some of the reasons why. doTERRA is the largest essential oil company in the world. We are the most tested and most trusted oils in the market. That means that universities and third-party essential oil testing companies, they like to use the doTERRA oils because they know they're consistent and they're potent, and they're consistent in every single batch. They don't need to worry about variables of inconsistency. They've been used by doctors and hospitals worldwide. I really quickly touched on how we source very ethically and sustainably, and we work directly with the farmers around the world. We have over 120 markets open. That means you can purchase essential oils all around the world. We have an amazing compensation plan, and we have a super high retention rate of 65%. Now, the industry standard retention rate is around 13%, and that number is usually calculated on a customer ordering again within 3 months. Well, doTERRA's retention rate of 65% is based on ordering again within a year. So we have really great customer loyalty because people recognize the amazing value that the essential oils have. We are a completely privately owned company. There are no outside investors. We have an amazing ownership team. I could do a whole class talking about how great they are and all the things that they do for the company. And what I think is really important is we're completely debt-free. There's no outside funding. This is, in a nutshell, how you make money. It takes work, but what you do is you sample and you share the essential oils, then you teach them, then you help them get enrolled with their own wholesale accounts, and then you support them. It's as simple as that. Now, how much time is involved? It really depends on what level of commitment you would like to give. If you just want to get your oils paid for, it takes 3 to 5 hours a week. If you want to supplement in your income, it's a little bit more than that. And then, of course, if you want to replace your income, it takes more than that. So it just depends on what level you would like to utilize doTERRA for. Now, if you're wondering, I don't know if I could do this. What is this something that I can do? If it's if you're passionate about essential oils and you love people and you're able to follow a system and really get to work and get things done, then the answer is yes, it could work for you. All right, and then lastly, what is the next step? So if you're interested, then what you will want to do if you already have an account is to upgrade your account to a Wellness Advocate account, and there's no extra cost for upgrading your account from wholesale customer to a Wellness Advocate. And then you just want to make sure you set up your loyalty rewards program order for 100 PV or more, because that's what's necessary in order to get paid. If you don't have a wholesale account already, you'll want to do that. You want to choose a kit, set up your loyalty rewards program, which I can help you do based on your goals, and then we can get you started. I will help plug you into all of the training and resources that our team and doTERRA has. doTERRA just released an amazing business training program that it would be worth hundreds of dollars, but they're providing it free. And it's all online. You can do it on your own time. And it just has some really great resources in that training. And basically, you just want to start making a list of the friends that you want to share it with. Maybe people who have had chronic health concerns, or someone that you think would benefit from using the essential oils. And just start sharing it. It's as simple as that. So I just want to wrap up this class with this quote: "The only thing keeping you from what you want is your story about why you can't have it." So I want you to think about what excuses you've been making about the things that you want. Maybe it's abundance in your health. Maybe it's abundance in your home. Maybe you want to be able to change your careers and do something that you really love. Or maybe you just haven't been feeling great and you want to be healthier. Or maybe you want to help your child be healthier. Get rid of those excuses and start taking action, because you're worth it. You can do it. Thanks you again so much for joining me for this class. I hope you gained something from it, and be sure to reach out to me once you've finished it and let me know how I can help you get started.